I feel like I'm teaching more life skills, and my medium to do that is music.
And she really helped me put into perspective how much I can actually do, and it helped me believe that I can do this if I put enough work in it.
She is a very hard worker, and she is very selfless, and she always puts her students before herself.
I'm hoping that what they get from me is that it's okay to make mistakes, and it's all about the process of making music. It's not about that final performance that we do, but everything, all the little baby steps that we took up to that point.
She's a really fun teacher to be around.
She has always been super inspiring and very encouraging, and she just tries her hardest.
There's a part of music also that can be very abstract when we're trying to figure out how to make this series of notes sound like happiness or love or anger. And so I feel like the kids have a lot of freedom in their interpretation of those emotions.
She's very kind, not only to her students, but to other students in the hallway.
She's very patient with people.
I want to make sure you have all the musical tools, all the organizational tools, all the time management tools, and all just the stress coping tools.
I love art, and it's a big part of my life, but PALS has become, I guess, a passion of mine. It's really fun to see high school kids serve in their community.
Mr. Schwartz is one of those teachers that when you walk into his class, you kind of can just take a breath of relief.
I've found myself moving with more intention after meeting him as well. Everything I do, I want it to be purposeful. I want it to be impactful.
And art is one of those things, I think even if a kid isn't going to be an artist, like they need those creative thinking skills.
He brings so much life to this campus in ways that are not always seen.
He's really good at making you self-reflect.
My dad coached high school football for 35 years. My mom was a teacher for 20 years, so I grew up around education, and I knew that I wanted to work with kids in some form or fashion.
He doesn't care what you do or who you are. He's going to welcome you with open arms. He has validated me and made me feel important.
Being an art teacher has been incredible, just to connect with kids and be able to sit with them and talk to them about their projects and their lives. And I think PALS allows me to do the same thing.
He is a teacher that really does make an impact and helps you grow as a person.
I teach because I enjoy being around our younger generation.
She makes the classes fun, and we get to use educational experiments. It's just stuff in video game design.
I love the middle school sector particularly because they're the babies in the middle. They're not too young, they're not too old, and they really have this personality that they really bring out of me, and I just love being around.
Well, personally, Miss Valen always pushes me to try my best, and she's given me so many great opportunities that I feel like otherwise I wouldn't have tried out for it all or wouldn't have realized that I enjoyed it.
She's she learns a lot of student pop culture as a joke. So she knows all the words we use. She uses the slang sometimes to mess with us.
My idea is that if we cannot treat each other with respect, if we're not right in our minds and our hearts, then the learning can't happen. We can't learn from each other. There's no relationship.
Miss Valen always pushes us to do our best.
I want them to remember that, first and foremost, that I was there for them, to listen to them, to advocate for not just their learning, but imparting the idea that I want them to be good people. I want them to treat each other with respect, to find the love in within themselves.